You follow a man who married a girl of
Yeah.
6, consummated the marriage at
By
9.
9.
You follow a pedophile. How do you believe that God can inspire such person who can stoop so low to marry a girl as as young as 9 years old? So there are a lot of these are some of, or in fact, I think this is the major criticism that
Attack.
the non-Muslims have against the prophet. So, but the problem that these people have is the problem of presentism. So, which means that judging the past with the condition of the present. So, when you hear the word that someone married a 9 years old girl, you'll be like, you just look at your neighbor who is 9 years, or your own child that is 9 years, like, you mean this is my daughter of 9 years, then someone can get married to her? Wow, that is just too barbaric. So, but if you really want to base a right judgment on what the prophet did, then you have to go back to the 7th century Arabian peninsula, their life there then. So look at what is the norm of the society. What could have triggered, or because someone who wants to be accepted by people of different locations would not stoop so low, because you would think of the consequence that will come after it. So if there would have been a consequence for him during that time, he wouldn't have done it, particularly for someone who wants to gain or make name. I don't know if you're getting me. So for him to have done it during that time, when he know that he have a lot of enemies, a lot of people against him, and he still married a girl of 9 years, then I think logic should tell you that maybe there's something that I'm missing. Now, this is what you guys are missing. She started menstruating by 9, meaning that biologically she's fit enough to go into marriage. Biologically, going into marriage, you need 2 things. You need to be mentally fit to marital crisis, because marriage is full of ups and downs. So you need to be mentally matured enough to manage the storms of marriage. Then the second thing that you need is to be biologically fit, because marriage comes along with responsibilities like childbirth and the likes. So biologically you should be fit, then mentally you should be okay. Biological fitness is determined by menstruation. So when a woman starts menstruating, it means that she has started to ovulate. It means that she has started to release eggs every month. And if a man have intercourse with her, she has high chance of conceiving. So biologically, she's ready. Now, mental fitness to go into marriage is not determined by age. It's not determined by levels or degree of education. It's determined by societal factor. It's determined by environment, determined by so many factors. Like now, in our present day, we have the modern education. If you have a child, the child will be going for crèche, going for pre-nursery, going for nursery, going for kindergarten, going for primary school, going for secondary school, going for tertiary institution like college, like poly, like university. After that, go for degree, go for second degree, go for PhD. So there are a lot of educational hierarchy that you want to pass through in this our present time, in this modern world. But in the 7th century Arabian Peninsula, they don't have all this educational system. They don't have the primary school. They don't have any of this. They are being tutored and learned from by their parents at home. Informal learning system. So Aisha, at 9 years old, she's been matured enough based on what she learned directly from her parents and the environment, because they do collective teaching and training of their kids. So she has what it takes to manage marital issues than even some of our women who are over 30 years
of today.
I mean, our present women.
Yes.
Because though they are old in age, but mentally they are not matured. Yeah. So don't use your 9 years old daughter who is in primary 4 or who is watching Baby Chakudugudugudu, watching Spider-Man, Superman. They don't have all these distractions then. They don't have the phone, they don't have the laptop, no gadgets, no technology. Just sit down with their parents, play with their parents, see the way their parents are living, the way their environment is being structured. It's a big family thing.
Yeah.
So they learn at a very young age and they get matured very fast.